what's going on. I would be receiving the slipper if I was you. Welcome to React, where we unpack Reddit stories from you for you. We are your hosts, I'm Delvin.
And I'm Sofia.
And in today's episode, we'll be talking about dealing with friends whom you've realized are incompatible with you.
Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and leave the notifications on. We'd appreciate it very much. Your support means the world to us and really does encourage Redefine to create more content like this one for the community. Okay, Delvin, so the story for today goes like this. So OP is a male, he's a year 3 polytechnic student, and he has an all-male friend group. And he feels uncomfortable regarding their inappropriate remarks regarding women, implying rape, objectifying women, and etc. So OP also claimed that his friends share porn and leak content of semi-naked girls, schoolgirls, some of whom are from their own school, through Telegram. So he feels that they don't want to talk about anything besides sex. So OP is especially disgusted, as he should, by his friends, some of whom have girlfriends even, as they act well-mannered and gentlemanly in front of women.
Right, so however, OP is too afraid to say anything and often reluctantly plays along. So his patience is thinning and doesn't want it to and he doesn't really want to remain in the friend group, So OP feels he is in too deep into the friendship to leave and fears of being a loner in poly as well. And on top of that, he needs a group to work with for projects and all. Alright, so where do we begin here? That was very traumatic.
Yeah.
Just from hearing. Yeah.
I think it's the sort of situation that's rampant around our age range.
Most definitely.
But that doesn't normalize it at all. It's
absolutely,
disgusting. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I did begin the episode saying we were going to talk about dealing with friends you realize are incompatible with you. I don't think this is just incompatible.
Right? They're just bad people in general.
Yeah, I mean, these type of topics, what are you doing discussing
right?
in
I think it's a straightforward answer to me. Yeah.
There is that moral dilemma of him knowing that these people are bad and they are wrong for him for propagating inappropriate content and making crude remarks about women. These type of things shouldn't be done. But there's also a practical consideration if you get what I mean, in the sense of him being in polytechnic, requiring a group for projects which affects his GPA and all that. But also at the same time, he mentioned that they are spreading porn and images
I think
of women.
that is more of the concern here right now.
Even if you aren't feeling strong about it, it's legally wrong.
Yeah, it's legally, literally illegal. So he definitely has a moral part to play over here. He should definitely friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to have a dilemma about it, but yeah, it's a 2-second dilemma, brother.
Yeah.
Leave immediately. And it's especially better if you get out of this friend group, not only for moral sake, although that is the strongest reason. Imagine if they get caught and you're part of this group. Determining from the people that they are most likely going to bring you down with them. So get yourself out. That's the key situation.
Yeah, as at least you still have your conscience with you.
Exactly.
So quickly get out there as soon as you can. If not, you're gonna start mixing around even more. And
Have you ever experienced anything like this before, or any of your friends?
Oh yeah, I have. Okay, so speaking about how the whole group thing, group mentality, or peer pressure, that kind of thing. I have been in a situation in primary school where in my P3 or P4 class, my whole class of the girls, all the girls in my class were added into a group chat, and they were all cyberbullying targeting this one girl in my class, and fat shaming her, doing all sorts of vile and disrespectful things to her lah. So the poor girl was actually my ex-friend, and then we had a very petty brawl, that kind of thing, But I still felt really what the hell is this happening, right? So obviously we reported it to the teacher, and so the teacher got it handled after a while. But what really amazed me and baffles me the most was after that whole incident, the girls that started this whole group chat thing, they were the ones that became buddy with the girl that they bullied. I don't know how you can do that. forgive and forget, but like not to the extent.
Yeah,
like
it's
never.
confusing for me.
Yeah.
Well, I asked you about yours. Let me share one about mine.
yeah, how about
I had a sort of similar experience to the OP in secondary school. Obviously not so extreme lah, because this is vile. This is just vile.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so like a group of guys in my secondary school, they will make these sort of crude remarks and like, I don't know, just discuss about women quite, I don't know, uncomfortably in front of me. Yeah, so there came a point in time where like I just called them out. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah,
And they weren't too happy about it lah, obviously, because like,
As you should lah.
bro code, yeah. So I just got pissed off and I put them to the discipline master.
Okay, great.
Be a good man, yeah. So yeah, the DM like took some
It's
thing.
not even about being a goody two shoes. At
Yeah.
this point, it's just being a morally good person.
Yeah, it's just being a human.
Yeah, just being a human. Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't understand like why the hell they would do something like that. It's just wrong.
Yeah. But I think when you're in a group like setting, right? Yeah, it's very hard to like get out of that.
Yeah,
like,
because the thing is, it's even worse because in that group setting, you do not know if everybody like genuinely wants to talk about it, you know. Like the OP said, it could just be peer pressure. What if everybody in that group, other than the one person who's being the ringleader, feels that way?
True. Yeah. I think that's like the case with a lot of bullying situations also. Yeah.
So it's really up to the each individual in the group to like stand up. I mean, perhaps for the OP, if they really are feeling this way, maybe not go to like the entire group and be like, I don't like what you guys are doing, I'm going to leave. But like, I don't know, in that friend group, you have the person you're closest to, right? Maybe talk to that person, see if they're feeling the same way. If it's not, then, well, I'm so sorry that I advised you this. But if it is, then at least you have somebody to like second you, to support you when you're going to make this like confrontation to them. Yeah.
Honestly, like, even if you have no one to like support you, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
If you take a stand for yourself, what is the worst?
It's not like you're doing anything wrong. Right?
Yeah, if anything, they are the ones who should be terrified.
Yeah.
Like, just whip out the whole section. What 3-7?
The
whole legal.
voyeurism
yeah.
thing,
Okay, just whip that out, and yeah, you're good.
How about we move on to tips on making new friends? Because like at the end of the day, that's what we all want, right? Friends who are there to support us and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you think we can actively search for and make new friends?
I think you firstly have to like find your own person, right? So you have to distance yourself from like people you don't vibe with, people you don't like find yourself being comfortable around, and so that's how you heal your own person.
Right.
Yeah. So like focus on yourself first, and like take your time to like heal yourself. Yeah. And I think after that, like, I think don't be so desperate and like to rush into like a new friendship.
Right.
Internalize the fact that not everyone's gonna like you. You're not gonna click with everyone, and so I think that's fine. That just kind of like gives you that like self-assurance that like you're your own person. You can find like your own group of friends.
Right.
Eventually.
And I think it's important to also take what you've learned from previous friendships, be it failed or friendships you're currently in. Like take what you've learned from that and incorporate them into your new friendships. Like get rid of the negatives if there are something wrong with you. Address the negatives to your new friend and build on the positives that you already have. I think that's really important because if you're just gonna like blindly make new friends, it's not gonna lead anywhere, you know. Like it's a learning process even in this aspect, I feel.
I'm just thinking of like what type of negatives in a friendship,
Like
what to address.
Like for example, I don't know. I'm just putting this out there.
Yeah,
like,
just do it.
For example, you don't like the way a person is like. Okay, so I have this friend who's really rude to his parents, which I cannot stand.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
I really cannot stand. Like, there was once where he invited me over to his home, and then brothers just started shouting at his mother out of nowhere. I was like, hey, yo, what's going on? I would be receiving the slipper if I was you. Yeah, so that type of thing is like basic common respect. Like, I mean, it's probably a norm in his house. The parents are probably used to it, but like, I think verbalizing that, because at the end of the day, being a friend is also about making your friend a better person, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that type of thing, it's not like very like, oh, this type of thing will break a friendship, that type of thing. But you should let them know. Try make them a better person along the way. So yeah, focus on like eliminating the negatives and then bolstering the positives.
Yeah. So like you said being like true friends are like at the end of the day they're gonna make you a better person.
Right.
And also like they don't encourage your bad decisions. So yeah, I guess just to stop them on their tracks when you notice something off, I think that makes sense.
I think the most important point on like tips for making new friends is don't force the connection. Put yourself
you're
out
right.
there and be intentional while staying connected. So take your time. Good friends will come. Bad friends, well, you just pass lah. Yeah.
Wise
So,
words by Delvyn.
yeah.
That's all for today's discussion.
If you like what you've watched and wish to see more of such content, kindly let us know by hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below. Be sure to catch us again next time on the Redefined channel. Till then, bye!